Hi, this is dr.ceevee. In this world, there are a lot of people who are rich but not wealthy. Both the words might sound very similar, but there's a difference between being rich and being wealthy. Being rich is about making a lot of income. You may generate a lot of money through your work or your business or whatever. But are you wealthy enough in your life? That comprises of so many different factors. True wealth is not just about the money that you have at the bank balance when you die, but also about the quality of relationships, the quality of life experiences that you have, and also the impact that you as a person have contributed to this world. I've seen several people, elderly people or old age people who have a lot of money in their bank account, but unable to travel the world, unable to move from their bed, having so much of money in the bank account without being able to experiences the good things in life, the luxuries of life, or even spending time with their loved ones. I would call them to be very, very poor, in fact, not wealthy. I hope you will agree to that. On a different note, today I would also like to talk about, of course, in order to be rich or wealthy, certain amount of money is definitely required for us. Talking about financial independence, especially for women, it is important that we learn financial independence. We learn to maintain and manage our own bank balances, our own money, be it small or be it big. It is very important that every woman have her own bank account. How many of you have that? That's point number one. I know several women, even in their 40s and 50s, who do not have a bank account. In India, thankfully, thanks to the digital India and the digital promotion as well as the government measures, even the poor people today have a bank account of their own. It's called Jan Dhan Yojana and so many other schemes which was brought in by the government of India. But there are even in different parts of the world where women do not have a bank account of their own. You might wonder what is the relevance of bank account here, whether if it does not have any money, right? I do agree. If it does not have any money, there is no relevance. But even if you have 1 rupee in it or $1 in it, that account being in your own name, and if you are able to bring small, whatever small money or whatever small income into that account in your own name, I would say it gives you so much of confidence, it gives you so much of pride, it gives you so much of financial independence, it gives you so much of power in your hands. I know many women end up having accounts or joint bank accounts with their partners, with their husband, and maintain it that way for a long time, even until death. That's what I said earlier. Some people actually die with this kind of a joint account where they have millions and billions in that account without spending 1 rupee out of that. It's very sad for them, I will say. Anyway, what I wanted to share today is number one, if you are a woman or a man for that matter, mostly women sometimes do not have, that's why I'm stressing on women. If you are a woman, ensure that you have your own bank account. Okay, that is number one. And number two, ensure that you have some kind of a secret savings. Secret savings means you should not tell about this to your partner. This is a very valid advice I'm giving to you. I know it's a YouTube channel, but still I'm giving you this a very, very important advice. Please do not share all your savings details to your partner. Okay? Because whenever some need occurs, or whenever some unwanted expense, for example, you want to buy an 85-inch LCD TV for your house, the husband's mind will first go into that savings account. Don't let that happen to you. Okay? So what you have to plan is, what you have to maintain is a secret savings or a secret investment account. How many of you have an investment account? Investment account means have some kind of a investment. If you are confident enough, or if you can learn the nitty-gritties of stock investment, that's a great area to start with. But if you are afraid of that, go for a mutual fund investment. That's something which I do also. I'm also very apprehensive about stock market, and sometimes it requires a lot of patience as well as a lot of research work in order to find out the best stock and invest in that. If I don't have that kind of a time, if you don't have that, the best option is to go for in mutual funds. So have a mutual fund investment, have different kinds of investments. Portfolio is what we call it. So even if your total savings is just, it's a very, very meager amount, try to split it into various baskets. Do not just have one type of a savings investment. There are a lot of people who go and put their money to a local, banks like cooperative banks or even local small finance institutions. I would say that is risky compared to a nationalized bank. Okay. Second, if you are investing in those kinds of small finance or small business finances, it's perfectly fine. But as I said, always do not put all your money into one basket. Okay, divide them. So let's say you have 10 rupees with you. 1 rupee you can spend for a stock, and 1 rupee for mutual funds, 1 rupee for a small finance institution, 1 rupee for postal investments, 1 rupee for LIC, or your insurance, basic your life insurance as well as your medical insurance. So like that, try splitting your money into various baskets. So I think the old age proverb of don't put all your eggs into one basket is meant for this one. Okay. So this is the third important financial lesson I wanted to share. The first one, as I said, you have your own bank account. The second one is that you have a secret savings account which you do not share with your partner. And third is that you split your finances or split your savings into various baskets. And fourth and most important, I would say, have a mandatory savings account, or rather investment account. Mandatory means automatically every month certain amount should go into your savings, right? So sometimes what happens is that should be the first thing that you should do. So if you receive a salary on the first of a month, make sure that automatically X amount goes into a savings place. So you can set up EMI, just like you pay the loan EMI. Why don't you also have an EMI for savings? There are several different options in today's world for such products. You can find out and enroll for them. I'm not recommending any products here. I'm just recommending the overall financial solutions that you can do for yourself. And the last point is that in your portfolio, in your split, always have the flexibility for cash as well as certain kinds of assets. So what I mean by that is that, imagine in a worst case scenario, you have a medical urgency, or something else happened in your family, some tragedy happened, you need urgently some cash. So obviously there should be a liquidity in some of your assets, whereas there should be fixed assets which can be on a long-term basis. So let's say you are buying a property, that is a long-term thing which will take a lot of time to actually liquidify. Whereas if you have cash in your bank, that is called a liquid asset. So that is immediate. So there are certain investments, like as I said, mutual funds or certain kinds of stock investments using certain apps, for example. They help you to quickly withdraw money, liquidify if required. But there are certain which will not give you that. So always have certain amount of, let's say 20% or 30% always as a liquid investment, whereas the rest can be fixed investment for the long term. So I think these are some of the points which I thought I'll share today. We'll have more discussions and more of these topics in the coming videos. Last but most importantly, whatever I say, do not take it as a and I'm not an expert in financial planning or financial advice. I am just giving you some pointers to what I think every woman should be aware and knowing. That's all. I'm just giving you a generalized advice. It's not a specific financial product advice. That's all. Thank you. Bye bye. I'll see you in the next video.